Today, on Be Something Wonderful, this is the manifesting video you have been waiting for all year long. I am your host, Tom Kearin, and this is the Be Something Wonderful studio of higher consciousness, where we help you level up and become the best version of yourself. Creators, welcome back. Here we are broadcasting from Boston over the next few days. I want to talk about a question that came up just a few days ago before I left Las Vegas to come to Boston. And this subscriber and now client asked, Tom, what can I do right now to see my reality different? I want to manifest these changes now. I want my reality to be different now. This question comes up now and then, and here's how we started. I'm going to unpack this like we never have before. Here's what you can do right now. Stop insisting that reality be different than it is without rising in the awareness where it already is different. Do you see it? Remember, your experiencing is reality. You are reality. You are your 3D experience. So if you keep insisting and demanding that reality be different than it is without rising in the awareness where it's already different, it can't be different, right? You create an experience of wanting your reality to be different, but it never changing. That's what you experience. Now, it's always changing. You're always moving realities. You're always shifting realities. You're always manifesting. We've talked about this. You don't need to learn how to manifest. You don't need to learn how to shift realities. You are that awareness within which all that takes place. But when you insist and demand that it be different, you're creating reality where it's not. And you keep seeing the same reality as you insist and demand it to be different, right? Your experiencing is reality. So when you change your experience, you change reality. It's law. Hear it again. Your experiencing is reality. There's nothing outside of your experiencing of it or perceiving of it. That's reality. So when you change your experience and perceiving, you change reality. It's law. Let's cover it today like we never have before. Reality is already different, and it's your insistence instead of acceptance is the only reason you can't see and perceive it. Do you see it? That wanting and insisting instead of believing and accepting is what's keeping you from seeing it. It's already there. It's already done. That's why Neville Goddard said, you're already that which you want to be, and your refusal to believe it is the only reason you do not see it. In every case, some of these stories that we've been talking about on the channel, some that I know some of you call them success stories, but they're not. I don't use those words. They're just your story. You're always manifesting and shifting to the reality that you want. You just don't see it because your insistence that what is, or 3D reality, be different than it is, demanding it instead of just being it, right? So in each case, though, it's all of them moving to this idea of just believing and accepting they're already there, right? Resting in that conviction as opposed to creating a reality of wanting and insisting and demanding it be different than it is, right? God just, this is one of my, like I said, sometimes, Tom, I just want to say, God, just give it to me already. Reality, just be different is what you're saying. It can't be because your reality, your experience is reality, right? That's not going to work, right? So remember, it's your birthright, right? That I amness, right? Remember that we talked about that Christmas is not about God, the birth of God as man. It's the birth of you, man as God. It's about you recognizing your I am awareness. We talked about that in the previous video. It's your birthright to be and have everything, right? You can't be or have more or less, hear this, than who you are and what you have right now. That's the recognition. That's the awareness. You're an infinite, multidimensional, limitless being born into this world to remember that, to have that experience. You're not of this world, right? You are full-on spirit having this physical experience, right? It's not about deserving it, bargaining for it, or even doing, quote, the right things. One client said on a few days ago that I'm doing the right things, but I'm never getting what I want. Well, it's not about any of that, right? Remember in the story of Esau and Jacob, right? In Genesis, it says, Esau says to Jacob, who's eating, or Jacob says or Esau says to Jacob, who's eating stew, please feed me. And so Esau, being really hungry, please feed me, right? Hungry for what? Hungry for that spiritual substance. Hungry to remember who you really are. And then what does Jacob say? Well, sell me your birthright as of this day. Remember, Esau's the older son, and the older son has the birthright, right? And Jacob's the second son. So Jacob's now negotiating for the birthright. I'll give you this stew if you sell me your birthright, if you give me your birthright. But that, remember, you play all the parts. You play Esau, you play Jacob. So you're hungry for that spiritual substance. You're hungry for that changed reality. You're hungry to know yourself as that I am awareness, but it's already you. It's already your birthright. You already have it have it all. That's the message. Right, that's the message here. Esau, the physical you, forgetting you can consciously create your own reality. That's what Esau, remember, represents the physical 3D personality. Jacob representing that higher nature, right? But remember, you're playing all the parts here. So Jacob appropriates the birthright, right? That's what we're talking about. It's about you appropriating, you rising in consciousness, you affirming it, what you want. That hunger to create and manifest reality, that's what the real hunger is. It's not for the stuff and the things. It's to know yourself as a creator. All wanting, all desire is that divine urge to know yourself as I am awareness, to know yourself as God. That's where it all is, right? And so that's what this is about. That's what the story of Esau and Jacob is about, right? And we've covered that in many videos. Remember that you play all the parts in these metaphysical interpretations in the Bible. Jacob is your higher consciousness or awareness claiming your birthright, right? So also in this scenario where Jacob says, sell me your birthright, it's you saying, okay, I'm going to claim it. I'm just going to be it. I'm going to recognize that I was born with this right? So, and like the prodigal son, we forget. And we look outside for what's already within us, right? We're looking at 3D reality. Remember in the prodigal, it says, Father, give me the share of the estate that falls to me. This is the prodigal, the younger son, saying to the father, give me my share. In other words, give me reality change. Reality should be changed already. I just want my stuff and I want it now. I want what I want. Right? Without rising in consciousness, we're just demanding of our source, that great I am. Give it to me already. You're making demands on source, unconditional awareness of being, without assuming, without affirming, without occupying the state no matter what. I am that. You might be imagining and affirming and assuming, but then you're looking out there and saying, why hasn't it changed? I insist, I demand that it changes already. I'm in it. I've imagined my wish fulfilled. I've been in it for years or 6 months or 6 years or 6 weeks or whatever time has gone by, right, that you believe in, that linear frame of reference, right? And we're insisting that it change. But remember, what does the father say to the other son? All that mine is yours. Remember that you are one with source. All that is mine is yours. It's already yours. It's already a birthright. It's all yours, right? You have that. That's powerful today. So don't insist and demand. Instead, imagine and command, right? It's about commanding through your consciously commanding that greater consciousness from knowing that you're one with God, right? That's the message. Right, that's the message, the whole message there. Stop squandering your inheritance and birthright, separating yourself from the divine source or the Father. Like the prodigal, he went off to a far country, right? Squandered the inheritance that he demanded, right? And it's interesting in the prodigal. Remember, God, it's already yours. So he's demanding it, but the whole point of that is that it's already yours. There's nothing to demand. There's nothing to insist. It's already there. But you squander it. Right? By separating yourself from your source, the Father, by insisting that reality or out there, 3D conditions, be different than it is for fulfillment. Right? The younger son went on a journey in a distant country, and there he squandered his estate with loose living. This is coming from the prodigal. Loose living, right? Demanding that it be different so I can be fulfilled. Versus going to fulfillment and knowing that it is different. And if it's different within, then it has to be different without, right? Stop giving up everything for nothing. That's what's going on when you're insisting and demanding things to be different. You're already that. I am awareness of who you really are, right? Christmas, remember, it's the birth of man as God, your awareness of being, that awareness that everything is already yours. Very powerful today. You may imagine, you may assume, and you may affirm it, but when you look out there at conditions, seeing that nothing has changed, then demanding and insisting that they be different, that's what keeps you from it, right? Remember, imagine, assume, and affirm it, and know that it has changed. Look out now from that eyes of that new identity, period. And then 3D reality must be what you're seeing. It doesn't matter what the appearances are showing you, right? Men, this is why Jesus said in Matthew 4:4, man shall not live by bread alone, but by every word that proceeds from the mouth of God. See it all unfolding from within and out, right? You're trying to live by bread alone. You're saying, okay, I'm imagining it, I'm assuming it, but nothing has changed. Instead, imagine it, assume it, and walk in that new identity no matter what. Every word that comes from the mouth is from your mouth. Everywhere you walk, everywhere you stand, it's God. It's good. So know that I am awareness, right? We're not allowing it and receiving it. We're insisting and demanding it. So it's about allowing and receiving it. I didn't mean to put an X through that. Allow it and receive it, but we're not allowing it and receive it. See it all unfolding from within you. Don't insist and demand, allow and receive. That's really what I wanted to say there, right? I got carried away with the red marker. So you cannot be and get who and what you're not already conscious of being. It's law. You cannot be and get what you're not already conscious of being and already having, right? You can only deny yourself. God doesn't deny you anything. It's already yours, right? This is powerful. So you can only deny yourself. Remember, God, all that is, can't give you, or reality can't be different than what you don't give yourself. Reality or God can't give you what you don't give yourself. You are that experience. That's all we're talking about here. All we talk about all the time. Remember, it's not what you can get from God or reality, but what God, all that is, can manifest and create through you as you. It's not about getting anything. It's about giving of yourself. That's what surrender means, right? Giving it to yourself or giving of yourself. So it's not what you can get from all that is or from reality. It's what you can give or manifest and create through you as you, right? God, all that is knowing itself, remember, experientially through you and as you. Why not choose to experience being all that you desire to be and have all that you desire to have? It's already yours. This is the manifesting video that you've been waiting for all year long. I am your host, Tom Kearin, and this is the Be Something Wonderful studio of higher consciousness, where we help you level up and become the best version of yourself. Creatives, thank you. Thank you for being with me. Thank you for liking and sharing and commenting on the videos. Thank you for being part of our Facebook group, the Be Something Wonderful Ambassadors at facebook.com/groups/Be Something Wonderful, for joining us on Instagram and Twitter at Tom Kearin, and for being part of our membership channel. Remember, we have a live stream at the end of the month, December 30th, 2023, on a Saturday morning at 9 a.m. We're going to broadcast live from the studios in Las Vegas. When we return to the studios, we're going to have a powerful broadcast to be broadcast exclusively on the Be Something Wonderful membership channel. So if you're a member, join us. If you're not a member, check out the link below. Creators, with great love, with great light and infinite gratitude, this is Tom Kearin with Be Something Wonderful in the studios here in Boston today. Until next time, we'll see you soon.